listening to Opinions and Beer.
And opinions and beer. Two guys and another guy. Will never happen again.
Hello, and welcome to Opinions and Beer.
Opinions and Beer.
We're your hosts. I'm Adam.
And I'm Keenan.
Today, we're trying a beer of our own.
Oh, yeah. It's the Tusenskona Volkermort Mount Morden.
Let's go ahead and jump in. We got a lot to talk about today, but first let's do the beer of the day. And today's beer of the day is Tusenskona Volkermort.
Tusenskona Volkermort.
Tusenskona Volkermort.
Voldemort approves
Brewed
of this
by
beer.
Opinions and Beer in the Ferrante Jones Brewing Company. This beer is 8.40% in alcohol by volume. Brewed in honor of guest Gustav Lungendahl. The giant rabbit, native to Germany, are descendants of the Flemish giant breed. German giant rabbits were once believed to be things of legend and lore. But in 2007, a giant rabbit by the name of Robert took the pet world by storm. Sweden is not native to rabbits, and after being overrun and uncontrollable in 2006, the city of Stockholm legalized an annual yearly tradition in the murder of thousands of rabbits to help control this issue.
That's horrible.
Inventor Gustav Lungendahl has created a mech suit strictly for the complete annihilation of the rabbits in Sweden. Can it be stopped?
Oh, that's so ironic that, like, I've been getting into, like, the whole Gundam franchise, and you got a mech suit on our beer.
Yeah, it's a rabbit versus a mech suit. You see the dead rabbits everywhere?
Like, in the picture, like, it actually probably would be easier to see this mech suit. Oh, it's like a Swedish mech suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think, oh, awesome mech suit.
It's a Sweden. Yeah, it's in Sweden color. It has a Sweden flag.
That was not
It's murdering
made by,
rabbits.
That is not made by the Sunrise Production Company.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Pretty cool artwork that we got there. Pretty cool name. Fun stuff. This is I named this both German and Sweden because it's based off
how Voldemort's name would sound if he was from Germany.
It's based off a Sweden person, but the beer is German. It's a German beer, and I was able to mix the stories together.
I'm just still stuck on we have to stop the Dark Wizard Volkermort.
Volkermort.
Volkermort. He's like, if the whole Harry Potter story had a sequel, it'd be like, this time we have to stop Volkermort. He's worse than Voldemort.
Now I'm crossing my fingers that this beer is carbonated because our stout, when we drank our stout, it was pretty flat.
Yeah,
it was
like
pretty
beer
flat, but that it just, I guess for some reason, because the alcohol was higher than 8%, it took a little bit longer to carbonate. I'm worried about the same thing happening here. This beer is at 8.40. It's pretty much 9%. It's pretty much a 9%.
Yeah, 8.40.
Yeah, it's pretty much a 9% beer.
Yeah.
And so I'm worried that's going to be flat like the stout was, and hopefully, if it is, hopefully it gets better in the coming weeks or month, or whatever. Hopefully it gets better over time and does carbonate, eventually get a head retention and whatnot. But so this is a Weizenbock. So we're gonna, before we pop it open, we're gonna read the style guidelines of the Weizenbock. Now, a Weizenbock falls under 10C.
It's a class 10C beer.
Yes, it's because let's see. I'm trying to. It's also category 15. Okay, it went from 10 to 15 for some reason. Anyways, I think 2015 was the most recent updated style guidelines, and it went from 15 to 10. But so Weizenbock is a 10C. The overall impression should be a strong, malty, fruity, wheat-based ale combining the best malt and yeast flavors of a Weizen beer, pale or dark, with the malty, rich flavor strength and body of a Dunkelsbock or Doppelbock. So basically, it should be an ale version of a Bock with fruity notes.
I was going to say, I followed all that except for, okay, it's supposed to be fruity?
Well, it's supposed to have fruity notes. Yeah. So, appearance. Pale and dark versions exist, with the pale versions being light gold to light amber, and dark versions being dark amber to dark ruby brown in color. A very thick, mousy, long-lasting white to off-white or light tan head is characteristic. So basically, if it's flat, then it's already failing, and hopefully hopefully it gets ahead.
Yeah, well,
the
that don't count.
The high protein content of wheat impairs clarity in this traditionally unfiltered style, although the level of haze is somewhat variable. Suspended yeast sediment can contribute to the cloudiness. Aroma. Medium-high to high malty-rich character with a significant bready, grainy wheat component. Paler versions will have a bready, toasty, malty richness, while darker versions will have a deeper, richer malt presence with significant mellard products. The malt component is similar to a Hellsbock for pale versions. Basically, that's the thing. For when it comes to Weizenbach, they have dark versions and pale versions, but they all fall in the same category and will face off against each other if in competition. So there is different range. The range in color and aroma seems to be the same with Weizenbach. Pretty much just a high alcohol wheat beer. Anything above 8% wheat beer, wheat L. Flavor. Similar to the aroma, medium-high to high malty, rich flavor together with significant bready, grainy wheat flavor. Paler version will have a bready, toasty, grainy, sweet malt richness, while darker version will have deeper bready. Darker versions can have some rich flavor, significant banana, optional caramel, low to moderate banana and spice, clove, vanilla, yeast character. Darker versions can have some dark fruit flavor, plums, prunes, grapes, raisins, particularly as they age. A light chocolate character, but not roast, is optional in darker versions. No hop flavor. A low hop bitterness can give a slightly sweet palate impression, but the beer typically finishes dry, sometimes enhanced by a light alcohol character. The interplay between the malt, yeast, and alcohol adds complexity and interest, which is often enhanced with age. Mouthful, medium but full to full body. A fluffy or creamy texture is typical, as is the mild warming sensation of substantial alcohol content, moderate to high carbonation.
That was like some beer college shit.
The history of it: Avincius, the world's oldest top fermented wheat doppelbock, was created in 1907 at the Schreider Weiss Brewschiff in Munich. So yeah, Germany. It's a German invented style. The entrant will specify whether the entry is a pale or dark version. Okay, so okay. Think about all that stuff that we said.
I can't. My brain just exploded.
And we're gonna see if I nailed this.
I didn't know I had to have a degree to be on this show.
You do have to. Did you know to be a beer judge you need a degree, a license? You have to be a licensed beer judge because you have to take a test.
Okay, a license,
and you got to get.
A degree is like,
what
fucking course is that?
I think you have to ace 100, and it's an expensive test. It's an expensive test, and you got to get it complete. Like you cannot.
Oh yeah, no 99.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You gotta
because it's like you got to be able to. It's basically like, is your tongue sophisticated enough for this to
yeah.
You know, I guess. Yeah.
So it's crazy. Here we go. Let's pop it open. Let's cross our fingers. Hope to die. Stick a needle.
I was saying, don't jinx it.
It smells. Well, I say smells. It made the noise.
It smells carbonated. The fuck? Oh, it looks beautiful.
Looks beautiful. Pours a nice golden pale color.
A little bit of head indicating that there is carbonation.
Looks like there is a carbonation. Is it significant? Okay.
Just pound it down without tasting it. No.
Okay, let's go ahead and smell this beer.
See, I done did forgotten.
Does it smell?
What smells are we looking out for?
Bready.
Maybe. I can never smell anything.
It's bready, fruity-ish. Paler versions will have a bready, toasty, grainy. Let's see, aroma.
Yeah, I think I smell some grain.
Bready, grainy wheat component.
I smell some
bready,
grainy
toasty, malty richness.
You're supposed to smell all of that?
Yes.
I smell maybe wheat.
Aroma, I think is like 3 out of your 10 points or something when you go to craft beer comp. It definitely there's definitely some haze. Okay, you want to go ahead and try this beer? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's fucking good. Oh, it's carbonated as fuck compared to the last one.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, that is good. That's a...
Yeah, this is a Weizenbock. It's a German wheat. It's a high alcohol wheat ale.
With low hops.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to have low hops.
Yeah.
As you can tell.
I'm liking that. I mean, I love hops while it's there,
The,
but it's like the hops add to the beardiness so much that it's like a low hop. The low hops is making it so smooth.
Sweet. I put a pound of honey in this.
It is sweet. It's like a good fucking beverage. You don't think like, oh, I'm about to get hammered off of this. You're just like, oh, this fucking beverage you handed me, sir, is so delightful. May I have another?
This is really good. I'm surprised how good this is.
Mm-hmm. You can taste the honey.
Oh yeah. I put a pound in it.
Honey's not fruity. It said it, you know, you're supposed to take... I didn't see anything about honey in that fucking thesis.
No, I know. I made a well, I was trying to make like
You're trying to cheat.
no, I was trying to make like a honey bread beer.
Because you said the word honey bread.
Honey bread.
I'll allow it.
Honey bread.
That sounds pretty...
I used a lot of
Weizenbach.
I used a lot of wheat in this beer. I used at least 60% or something.
You used a lot of Weizen sounding things.
Very wheaty. But yeah, you know what though? I think that sweetness and kind of like that's all honey. I think I put so much honey in it that it's really
I think Voldemort would drink Volkermort. He would approve of
That's
this
good.
It is.
That's pretty damn good beer. That's a good damn beer.
That's fucking good. Fucking shit, it's like a honey soda. But more beery, obviously.
Oh man, I'm surprised. Okay. What would you rate this beer?
Fucking 10.
A 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Watch. I think the big bottles aren't carbonated. Let me see. Oh no, it's good. Just needed. Oh, I gave one to Raymond like I usually do.
Oh yeah.
Because I'll give him one before I try it, just to see what his like first.
Yeah, he's a good first
reaction
judge, you know.
is.
Yeah.
But like the one I opened, it didn't make any noise.
It didn't go
Then again, I gave him Trube, so I had 2 bottles of Trube, and I said I'm not drinking these, so I'll just give them away and see what they think about the Trube. And he drank the shit out of the Trube, and so I'm like, oh, okay, if the Trube's good, this may be.
There was half a second where I thought you said I gave him shrooms, and I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, does it taste like an Ellie version of like a Ellie high alcohol version of like a Shiner or something, or a Bock? Weizenbach. It has
Yeah, but like, you changed the game when you made it so sweet, you know?
Well, it's supposed to be sweet.
Yeah, well, it's just I don't think of a Shiner or a Bock when I drink it because it's so damn sweet.
Because of how sweet it is.
Yeah.
I mean, remember that one
I
beer?
don't think of Shiner beer or Ziegenbach beer when I drink those.
Do you remember that one of those beers we had way back when?
Probably
and it
not,
was
but
like
continue.
It was like I think it was we were filming Sadistic Wrestling the movie, and we had like beers.
Yeah,
and they were sweet. It was like a German. It was like an old ass German beer. It was the first time like we were like
really getting into the world. Like not even like was it mass produced? One of the it was good. One of the good beers we bought.
It was like random one at Specs.
We probably did stumble into the crowd.
I don't know. It's like Jonathan and you had randomly bought it. Y'all went inside and bought some.
Yeah. I recall the event. I don't recall the beer.
Oh really?
But yeah, like I said, we're looking for something more worldly. We're experimenting. You know, it's like we weren't really into the whole craft beer scene, but we knew we like shit stronger and better than fucking adjunct lagers and shit.
I like how this has a similar. It kind of has a similar taste to the IPA. except not bitter. It's like that. It's like the IPA, but not hoppy.
Like, yeah, it is.
Which I think that might be because I used a pound, or I used like 5 pounds of the same grain, I believe, or something, a pound or two of the same malt. But at least I know that's a good malt to use now. I'm gonna start. I think it was Maris Otter I used. Anyways,
I can kind of already feel it. Feel all. Ooh.
Well, yeah, man, it's like 9%.
Yeah. And
I mean,
it's 9% and it tastes like a goddamn sun kiss.
I mean, it was 840, and I wasn't sure if it was done. I mean, it could still be fermenting in the bottle for all I fucking know.
Shit's fucking dangerous, like, you know.
I mean,
I could put down a whole bottle of that fucking quick.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it could still be fermenting because I mean it was at 1022, and I was expecting like 1008 for it to finish at 1008.
Have you, on our podcast in my absence, spoken any, like, have you gone over No Way Home at all? You had like a little review for that or anything?
No.
Would you like to?
If you want to.
I would, because like I would like, I've only been able to speak with you about it briefly, and then we got on to other subjects that were planned for the night.
Oh, really?
Yes, No Way Home. You think it's the most perfect movie, Marvel movie ever, and/or Spider-Man movie ever?
You said you hated it.
I know. I'm leading you up to that.
Oh my god.
Do you?
No.
I don't hate it. I hate things about it. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. I hate that everyone's like, everyone's just being so fooled by the fan service. It's like the internet asked for fan service, and then Sony's like, yeah, we'll do that. And then the internet's just like, oh my god, guys, you're doing it. And then they did it. And then it's just like, Sony just like fucking phoned the rest in. You know, like as far as writing and story, it was all tropes that have been done in the past, and they're like
what?
Like just the whole everyone forgot about me, now I gotta go on by myself, and like it's just like I'm reminded of the ending of Butterfly Effect. It's literally copy and paste the ending of the theatrical ending, not the deleted scene and shit, but or the alternate ending. It's copy and paste of the same theatrical ending of Butterfly Effect with. No one remembers him, but then he stumbles into the girl again. Well, I think in Butterfly, don't they just like walk past each other? They don't ever actually talk to each other.
I guess.
It's the same sentiment. All right, and then like fucking Peter Parker going in there and like talking to Mary Jane or MJ.
Yeah.
But not like, it's like he had this whole thing planned where he's going to go in and just tell her everything. But it's like, oh, it's better this way.
It is.
Yeah. It's better to build it up slowly. You're just going to freak her out if you tell her all this. She ain't going to listen to me. She ain't going to believe you. But, like, thinking... I don't... See, that's just it, because he didn't say anything. You're supposed to, like, pick up on their body language of what's going on. And he just, like, folds the paper up and he decides he's not going to say any of that. And then it's like, that could be either, for one, he thinks maybe these two people are better off never knowing him. Or maybe... Or he wants to tell them slowly, you know?
We've seen her cut. He's seen she was injured.
Yeah.
Because they knew him. They were injured.
Yeah. So that makes me scared that he's going to be like, fuck it, I ain't ever going to tell him. I'm just let them live their life without me. No, goddammit!
Why? Now he can go and do Felicia Hardy and all these other people.
Oh, fucking shit. Oh, goddammit. Because, dude, like, they gave them, like, one... Dude, them and MJ... I like the chemistry between MJ and Parker.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
they got one fucking movie with that chemistry.
They're in, like, a relationship together.
Hey, I know!
In real life.
I know! Oh, dude, and it's so funny.
Atlantis.
Like, they all three have been. Like, Tobey Maguire was actually in a relationship with Kristen Dunst. Andrew Garfield was actually in a relationship with Emma Stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he was warned. Dude, fucking Tom Holland was warned not to actually fall into a relationship with the fucking, whatever. Zendaya, whatever her name is. And they did it anyways. It's like the fucking Spider-Man curse. I love it.
Oh, jeez.
But no, dude, and more than that, just the whole... it's just like it was plot convenience the whole time just to get to the fanfare, and I have dislikes about how the Spider-Man showed up. You know, like Andrew Garfield was too on board with everything and too like I get that he's a scientist and shit, but he figured it all out real quick. It's like, dude, he should have spent that like there's no reason why he should not have believed that he's in his New York. Like he got transported somewheres, but he's in my. He would never think immediately, I must be in a new universe.
He didn't.
No, he did. The second words out of his... Like, before anyone told him anything, he popped through the portal and he's like, I'm from another universe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like, you shouldn't fucking know
Maybe
that.
he figured it out.
Yeah, that was the... Yeah, he figured it out, yeah. Oh, well, you don't know what he's seen also and how many days they've been there. It's like, supposedly, I guess they're implying that the Spider-Mans that showed up have been there since the villains first showed up.
Yeah.
And they've been like wandering around. I don't know if like, I think it's like a day between the villains showing up and them running into Toby and Andrew. And I guess they spent that day in the new universe. And
realizing they were in a different universe.
Yeah, like there's no Rogers.
They're probably not at their home and probably is like different.
Yeah, apparently that's Norman Osborn does that and shit.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it's like, this isn't a critique, but it makes me question, like, did Norman Osborn's, like, penthouse mansion structure exist, and he went there, and then the inhabitants were like, who the fuck are you?
Probably.
He's like, someone's in my house, you know? He says that shit.
Jeez.
No, dude, like, I fucking just watched it again. There's so many things I love about it. I love how like dark it gets. I love where it takes fucking Peter Parker. I adore, this is fan service that I was bitching about. That this is like, they did the fan service, and after that, they're like, we might as well just kick our feet up. We can just toss this fan service in the shittiest storyline ever. No one will fucking care because of the fan service.
Yeah.
But I do adore the fucking banter between all three Peter Parkers. I want a whole fucking movie of that, man. They gave you like 10 minutes of it. No, probably 5.
And now we're getting a third Spider-Man.
Well, like the first rumor me and you were talking about was them throwing Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse with Venom.
Okay.
Right? Do you remember saying that?
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Is that something separate, or is that some events? Excuse me. Is that? Are we talking about Amazing Spider-Man 3 with that? Yeah.
I think so.
I think more like Venom 3. Like Amazing Spider-Man will be in Venom 3.
Oh, good okay.
Because
did you see that Scarlet Witch might kill Doctor Strange in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness?
No, where the fuck did you see that? Is that just like
that's a very recent...
Is that a prediction?
Very recent leak, apparently.
Oh, a leak? Man, dude, that
Scarlet
scares
Witch
me. Because
is going to kill Doctor Strange.
That I heard, there are script leaks that I heard about that is like, no, this is a bullshit script leak. Whoever said this is fucking lying. And talking about No Way Home.
Yeah.
And then it was totally about Aunt May dying.
Oh, really?
And it actually did fucking happen. And there was this one shot where it was fake as fuck. You could tell that it was like I seen the real version, and it's like I still look back and notice that this is fake as fuck. But all right, and I watched this. Someone was like leaked footage of all three Spider-Man. You know, remember when we were all speculating whether or not they're in the movie?
Yes.
And someone was like, "This is leaked footage of all three Spider-Men in the same scene," and it shows. It shows Tom Holland's Spider-Man. You remember that scene where they all three first show up to the Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
And they touch down one after another, like first like do, you know?
Yes.
And it's just like Tom Holland in the front, and then fucking like a Toby lands and Andrew lands.
Yeah.
All right, it was that scene, and it was all three of the Spider-Man, but they all three in the actual version, they all three land differently. They land similar, but there's like their own little twerk on their own style and shit, right? But in this fake video, and I didn't have this knowledge when I was watching the fake video, you just know that no one is that in sync with their movement. Like Tom Holland touched down a certain way, and then it was like copy and paste the other two Spider-Man touched down in the same exact fucking way. Like click, copy, paste.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it was like a 5-minute video. That happened like 5 seconds in, and I was like, click, no, it's fake. Fuck that. X out of it. You know, this is bullshit. Goddamn fucking trolls, man. But apparently that scene happened, and that makes me wonder, like, what did that guy know? How did he know that scene? That was such a like minuscule piece of footage, you know? It's like, oh man, it's like, you know, he knew that Tom, Toby, and Andrew were gonna touch down at that spot in that scene 1, 2, 3. And then he fucking faked the whole shit and ripped. How did he know?
He just knew.
Was that 100% coincidence or
no?
Was that fake footage by someone working on the movie? Yeah,
you could tell that that there was.
Oh, that's right. Because that's right. That shot is in the trailer, but in the trailer it's just Tom Holland.
Yeah.
So they just guess-a-rude.
Yeah.
They were fucking right. No, it's like I get it. You could tell
because
when the lizard's like, and there's nobody there. You knew that was an edited out Spider-Man kicking the lizard. Or you didn't know it was kicking until you seen it. Hitting the lizard. But like, and I guess you could guess, but like, that was a spot on guess, I guess. No comments on the movie? You just wanted to let me rant about it?
Yeah.
You just, wasn't that high on the significant marker for you?
I don't know what to say about it.
It was a huge fucking event.
It was. I went to it.
I know. I'm talking about. I seen it bootleg. You've seen it in theaters, and you have less to say.
Oh, because it's like it was just good.
Lackluster. I know.
No,
right?
It was good.
Oh yeah. So you do think it's 100% no complaints?
Well, I feel like I complained the day of. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
To form complaints again.
Yeah, see, I just watched it the other night because I found a better bootleg.
I have weird complaints. Like, my complaints are like,
how did
Aunt May survive getting hit by the glider and then talk for 30 minutes?
And then fall and die? Oh, I thought that was irritating to me, actually. And I have to explain it away to my mind so I can keep following the fucking story. I just gotta be like, I guess she was slowly like bleeding eternally. Yeah. And then it just only hit her after the blood started to pool all up in places where it shouldn't. Yeah. That's what I got.
I'm at the glider impaled.
Oh, yeah.
Norman Osborn, but for her, she's
no. There's more logic behind with her getting hit than later. Later, Peter gets hit, and I had that question. But there's more. And for half a second, I was like, no, like. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, bitch just got impaled. And then it's like, oh no, she didn't get impaled.
She got hit by it.
Yeah, she didn't get impaled. She's fine. She's gonna.
I thought she was impaled.
Then she died. And then
she gets hit hard by it.
Like, yeah. Well,
it wasn't like minor.
There was between her and the glider was a bunch of fucking bricks.
Oh really?
The glider, it was a fucking wall, bro. They're indoors. You know, they're inside the apartment complex.
Okay, so that's what you're explaining it.
All right, so
it hits her.
This is a theory that I have without even pausing it frame by frame and looking at it. But I think, and maybe even pausing it frame by frame and looking at it would confirm this. But I think the glider came through, hits the wall crumbles into debris, and it's more like there's bricks in front of the glider when it hits her. Okay. She got more hit by the bricks at high force because of the glider, but she got hit by all brick. Okay. Which would kill the fuck out of her instantly.
No, she's a superhero.
No.
Dude, Aunt May.
She got up and I was like, all right, you should be dead, but I'm
Super Aunt May.
It pissed me off because like she gets up and it's like, okay, you should be so fucking dead right now, but let's go with superhero logic. You're not.
Did you see Hawkeye's wife is actually a
Mockingjay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about Wilson Fisk returning? He's a bad guy, and then
I think he's gonna be the main bad guy of Echo.
Yeah.
Okay, well I thought that was just fucking groundbreaking news. You're like, no, this is already confirmed.
Yeah, because he's her whatever
main nemesis.
Huh? How he raised her, huh?
Oh, I don't know if you're going on what you've seen on Hawkeye or if
you watch Hawkeye?
Yeah, or if you know more because of why I know more. I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
In the comics, he becomes like kind of a nemesis character for her.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if there's any relations between the comic story and the TV show story with her like being raised by him. I think there is. But anyway, the point is like I know for a fact I've seen the comic. She shoots him in the face.
Yeah.
He's surprised, and this is weird Marvel comic book logic, but he gets shot point blank in the face, which has to be like you get shot in the forehead or right there where your nose is. I don't know how you get shot point blank in the face, and the results are you're just blind with both eyes.
Who's that?
Wilson Fisk. He's blind in the series in the comic books. I don't know when. Probably recently after me and you stopped reading comics and started watching the movies.
He's blind now?
I don't know if it's now or I don't know if he got over it. I know he was
I don't know if he got over it. He got over it.
He's rich. He went and got that blind people surgery.
Yeah.
But now, Echo shoots him in the face, and then you think he's dead. It's one of those fake dead bullshit.
Yeah.
And then when you see him again, he just got bandages over his eyes, and he's blind. It's like, that's not what happens when you get shot in the face. You know? He didn't in no way for a fashion get shot in either one of his eyes, but both his eyes are bandaged up, and he's fine other than that.
My God.
Like, that's not... What? No. And I'm sure that Feige and the team will get a little bit more realistic with it. But last we seen him, Echo was pointing a gun at his face, and the camera pans away, and you hear a gunshot. I even heard someone comment online that you hear a gunshot and then a thud of a body fall. I didn't hear the thud, but of course that's irrelevant. Of course he was gonna just because he thudded doesn't mean he's dead. You thud when you get shot in the face. But he survives and he's the villain of Echo. Like apparently you already know.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you haven't seen that you've been wanting to see? I've been wanting to see Cop Shop. Have you watched Cop Shop yet?
No, that sounds familiar. What is that?
It's the new Gerard Butler movie, and he's like...
is it a good one? Like, is it like... Gerard Butler isn't exactly on the same page as, like, Bruce Willis or Nicolas Cage. But he's had some movies he's spawned in for the paycheck.
Like what?
Geostorm.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch Geostorm.
Geostorm Endgame. Or not Endgame, Gamer.
Okay. Gamer was fine.
I think so. I think it feels that way now because of the progression of time.
Yeah.
Like it was like edgy and exactly what society was asking for. Like it fit with society back then. But now I look back on it and it's like I can't even rewatch it. You know, it's so campy. Or it's so unbelievable. I don't know what the word is. It's just so corny.
Corny?
Yeah, the whole concept of Gamer is now corny to me.
Oh, speaking of Gamer, I've watched one episode. I need to finish it. But the new season of Dexter, I need to finish Dexter, New Blood.
I need to start on episode 1 of the old Dexter.
Old? Huh?
The original Dexter.
You haven't seen one episode?
Yeah, I was like, well, are you offended because I called him old?
Wait.
No, yeah, I've never seen one episode of Dexter ever.
No!
Yeah!
You're a liar.
No, yeah, isn't that good? Like, everyone keeps telling me about it, and I'm like, man,
you're full of shit.
I have never, ever seen Dexter.
So, season 3, I think season 3, is it?
I remember, like, it was it's like anytime I've almost went to go, like, download Dexter, I don't think I've ever had any streaming service where it's available.
You have a lot to watch now.
Well, see, that's kind of like, I always knew that. I had a lot to watch when you're like, bro, you should totally watch Dexter. And I was like, that's a lot to watch.
It's a lot. Well, season 1's pretty good. Season 1's good. Season 2...
The writers get kind of like out of ideas in season 25, I know. But then they pick it back up in season 30.
They really don't run out of ideas. Like, the last season is probably why, they ended it for a reason. But they just brought it back for like basically
a one and done season.
Basically,
probably.
The characters got old enough.
Yeah.
So they could do this. They waited for Dexter's son character to age.
Oh, is it the same actor, but he's playing Dexter's son?
Huh?
Oh, wait. I've never seen the show. Does Dexter have a son? Dexter
ends up having a child.
And they wait for the child that played the actor in the child that played Dexter's son in the original series.
He's now like a teenager now.
And now he's Dexter New Blood.
Well, Dexter's in it too,
but now he's the New Blood in Dexter New Blood.
Yeah. Cause similar thing. It's complicated. Dexter's complicated. So, do you know what Dexter's about?
Yeah, it's about a forensic scientist that gets so sick and tired of all the injustice that he sees in the world that he starts becoming a serial killer of serial killers.
Wrong. You are wrong. Dexter is about a guy who was found by a police officer in the blood of his mom, who was hacked up with a chainsaw in front of him in a freight center. So he
serial kills serial killers.
The cop,
I got that much.
Yes, the cop trained him to target his. The cop basically believed that this kid, being in his mother's chopped up blood and body parts, was gonna inevitably become a serial killer, and so he trained this kid
to hone that shit
to kill serial killers.
Instead of being like another John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, to kill killers. So basically, this cop
or M. Night Shyamalan.
A cop taught him to do that.
Yeah,
but he's like But then you find out the cop was like, oh, he had crazy ideas. He hated that people got off and murderers and the system and blah blah. And so you find that out later. And then he has like a sister. And then
any more?
Hopefully, is there?
Yeah.
Is there more?
Yeah, but maybe not. There might be 2 more glasses. Here, I'll stop at the.
You can have it.
You can, well, but yeah, dude, Dexter's. Oh, see, I didn't know any of that. Like what I said it was about was really what I thought.
But he's a blood analyst. Blood splatter analyst,
which is a crime scene investigator.
Yeah, the blood splatter guy.
All right. Well, I didn't.
But he lacks.
Right. I simplified it.
Yeah, he lacks emotions. Right. He lacks emotions.
Oh, he's a sociopath.
But he basically, the show is pretty much the majority of the show is monologues, like inner monologues.
Yeah,
and so it's him kind of like, why does this? I gotta be normal. I gotta date this woman. Blah blah. Why I don't know how to show her.
I think that's why I didn't watch it, because it's like the main character is a sociopath, and it's like the main character has zero emotions. You fucking lost me.
Well, no, but everyone else has emotions for him, to the point where like
that's gonna frustrate me.
Well, no, I mean it's weird because he's emotionless, yet he's displaying his emotions. Like he has like a lot of like worried, like he's always like worried that they're gonna know that he's like being weird. Or
he's like doesn't just because like a sociopath can fake emotions. It's just, as a matter of fact, if you know that he's not actually displaying these emotions, but not the actor, but the character himself is faking these emotions, so people think he has emotions, so they don't know he's emotionless. It sounds horrible. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's good though.
It's like, see, I never got on the back. They're like, it's like he's a feelingless sociopath, but he serial killers, which is good, right?
Well, no, it's but no, they bring up towards the end.
They just want like a Hannibal you can root for.
Well, no, they basically they bring up all that stuff throughout the series, and like it gets kind of like it gets really crazy. By the time you get to the end, and like all the shit that it goes down. I've
thought about like, despite what I think of what I do know, I should watch it for what I don't know, and just like watch it, Well, that's why it's been at the bottom of the list.
Well, I guess
shit keeps coming.
You don't like any of the CSI stuff, do you?
Dude, I fucking adore that shit.
It's that. It's literally that.
I know, that's what I almost got on board with it.
It's literally...
Well, me some procedural crime drama.
You know the guy... What's the guy's name that takes his glasses off?
Oh, wait, I was about to say... I don't know his name. I was about to reiterate...
In CSI Miami? He takes his glasses off.
Not right.
Imagine the guy that takes his glasses off, stab people in the chest.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is because I can't fucking stand CSI. When I adore that shit, I meant the drama.
Oh,
but the actual series CSI is garbage.
Okay.
I mean, not the drama, the genre.
Okay.
The whole, like, every other fucking procedural crime drama. Like, you had me at procedural crime drama.
Okay, there we are.
But holy fuck, CSI is, like... CSI is up there with, like... well, they're not even compared... They're trash shit for the same reason, because they're cheap. But, like... Well, it's up there with... Yui Bowl. So, it's like if Yui Bowl made a TV series.
So every season has a main serial killer, but then there's also, like... other targets that happen and whatever.
So like the villain system of the Flash.
Yeah. So like the first one is the ice truck killer, and then the second one is, I think, is a chick.
Did you ever watch The Witcher?
Gangster. No, I didn't watch The Witcher.
Oh, but you want to lecture me because I didn't watch what was
Witcher's
The Witcher.
on Netflix. It's new.
What was The Witcher of your time?
Dexter
was The Witcher of your high school years.
Dexter's been like on like every.
That's like that's like later 10 years.
When did it come out?
I don't know, but 10 years from now, if you ain't watched The Witcher, we're gonna repeat
I've watched
this formula.
scenes of The Witcher.
Well, I've watched scenes of Dexter.
Which one?
I don't fucking remember.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I watched a weird one.
Of what, Witcher?
Yeah. Like,
oh man, one wrong scene without context might put you off from the series.
No, I watched the thing in Witcher. He just killed a chick, and the guy was like, "Oh, you killed my love of my life. Like you were a slave to them." And he goes, "I don't care."
No, I briefly.
All right, that's what I watched.
I fucking can't remember.
Oh my god,
That was season 1.
No, it's a recent season.
Was it season 2?
Yeah.
It all blends together.
Oh my god. You watch Encanto?
Fucking love Encanto, bro. I can talk about that shit all day. I watched it like 7 times.
It's good.
Now. I know. Like, oh my god, like so good, dude. And it's just like, oh, dude, it's like up there with like Moana and Frozen good. And I really thought they're literally trying to, like, each time they keep trying to like shit out this marketing fucking gold fucking. Let's just sell the fucking shit out of this. Like, what came, like, Frozen came before Moana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that about Moana. Like, dude, they're just trying to repeat the fucking success of Frozen. Or, like, Frozen was, like, fucking one of a kind. They're never going to do that. Oh, fuck, they did it again. You know? And then I was thinking that, I was like, yeah, dude, they're trying to get up there with, like, Frozen and Moana. And they're just going to be trying too hard. And they're just going to be thinking about the marketing too much. And it's like, let's sell another fucking princess movie with songs. And, oh, fuck, they did it again. You know? And they fucking did it this time. Dude, like, Moana or Encanto is like, dude, it is flawless, bro. I can't think of
it. Was good.
Dude, yeah, like
I was shocked.
Like,
I put
not having a fucking single antagonist and shit. And just, dude,
yeah, there really was.
Dude, that's some Dude, there's like some Shakespearean. Here, let me top you up before I take the rest.
Okay. Encanto.
Oh, dude, the songs are so fucking addicting, and I can't even remember his full name ever.
Renato?
No, the dude who did the music. Something Miranda.
Yeah.
Fucking you.
He didn't do all the music.
He did like almost. Well, no, he didn't do all the music, but like he was the musical mastermind behind even the songs he didn't do.
I understand.
Well,
Lin-Manuel.
Yes,
I know. But
I'd say you ain't got to Google it if we remember like 50% of his name. Lin-Manuel, blah, blah.
He can't do fucking live action musical for shit.
Oh, yeah, well, like, I know you like your musical.
Yeah.
And he's praised amongst critics.
I know.
You're like, I know, but it's still like, dude, I've thought about that. Like, I've seen critics, like, pumping up his, like, In the Heights shit.
Yeah, no one likes it.
And then, like, they show scenes and be like, see, isn't this the greatest ever? And it's like, that's not really that good. You know?
No. Because he has...
Because he's trying to rap in the.
That's
He's not
all
trying
of
to rap in fucking Encanto. He's not trying to. Or he got his little rap burst in there in Moana, and he made The Rock do it, and The Rock doesn't do anything wrong, so of course he nailed it. You know. All right, but like, did Lin-Manuel do any music on Frozen?
No.
No.
He.
I thought like every single Frozen movie that has like in the last.
They found him because of Hamilton. He did Hamilton.
That wasn't even that good.
He did.
That was
that's
garbage
the thing, though.
too.
That's the thing, though. Hamilton.
Oh, everyone loves Hamilton.
He did Hamilton.
Isn't this so great? It's like no.
And because he did Hamilton, Disney hired him to come and do Moana, do some songs on Moana, and then he basically did Encanto.
Yeah. And dude, like,
but
dude, just Encanto's so good. The music's so
fucking
good. And like I said, he didn't do all of it. And there's even like he got this guy straight from Colombia. He is like the hot fucking artist in Colombia right now to do the song. I don't know if you remember it because it's not one of the ones anyone sings. It's this guy just singing in the background whenever the
like I think he's good at writing stuff for the most part,
but not performing it himself.
No, but I'm saying when it comes down to it, I mean he directed In the Heights. He's directing these live actions.
He's a great writer and composition.
He's not like there's with Encanto. There's somebody there saying, "Okay, this is
not
good,"
doing that.
or "This is good." You know, I like the idea of the song.
He comes up with this in the Heights idea, and then there's someone else to be like, "No, we're not fucking doing that."
Yeah,
you know, I know what you mean. Well, like but he did have a lot more say so, and it wasn't just like they got a hold of Lin-Manuel, like. Either like 3/4 of the way through, or like Lin-Manuel just did the music on Moana.
Okay.
There came a point in time they're like, all right, let's get a hold of this guy, Lin-Manuel. Let's get him to do the music.
Yeah.
You know? He was involved in the Encanto project from the get-go, and he was involved with the story and everything, and it had to do with like it's like they weren't looking to Lin-Manuel for an insight on like Polynesian roots,
Yeah.
But you start doing a movie in some form of fashion of Latin America or the Latin community, Latino community, and Lin-Manuel has some things to say about that, you know, because he's Latino himself, you know. So like, he was deeply involved in just like making sure that everything is what's the word? Not accurate, but that word
played well or resonated.
A better word than authentic.
I don't know the words.
Accurate and authentic words.
Yeah, okay.
But there's another one that's better. Point is like he brought in other Colombian artists, and that song Encanto that's playing while like everyone's just meeting up for like I can't remember if it was the little kids the ceremony for the little kid to find out what his power was.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it was like blah blah blah. I'm sorry. I can't do anything fucking Latino language, but like I can't even mimic it. But it's like blah 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 Encanto, and just like a bunch of fucking Latino words Encanto. I don't know what he's saying, but it's catchy as fuck.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
And dude, just the whole thing is fucking beautiful. Like the fucking the Madrigal family, the song about that, dude. It's just like it's just like fucking what's the main character's name? I'd remember if I hadn't had any beers.
The girl.
Oh, her name's the girl?
I can't remember their name.
Maribel Madrigal.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, just like when Maribel does the Madrigal family song, that's fucking golden. And then she does the whole, dude, and again, and I've heard, I'm stealing other people's words because they've said this, but like, I agree, goddammit. Listen to it like a critic talk about it and shit. It dawned on me, like, I didn't even know there was a name for the genre of this song that's in every fucking, not just Disney movie, but an animated family movie with singing is the I Want song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, I'm sure
Yes, it's fine. Very crazy. Good shows, good movies.
Lost my train of thought. Absolutely. Mid-sentence.
Life is weird.
Encanto's so great, man.
Encanto's so good.
Oh, dude, Under Pressure is such a fucking... Oh, yeah, I was talking about the I Want song. Like, I didn't even know that was a genre, but of course, like, looking back, like, someone just said the words, like, oh, that's such a great I Want song. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, every fucking main character of every every movie that they sing in has the I Want song. Like,
Yeah.
that's that bust-out song that starts their journey and shit. And... like hers, like, dude, I really, like, at first I was like, I thought I predicted where Encanto would go. And I was so wrong that I was like, for 1 millisecond, like, disappointed. Because it was very, like, bottleneck. Like, it all happened in Casita, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, I thought she was just gonna, like, fucking, she did do the whole, like, abuela, you know, like, fuck you to abuela, you know? And then she left, and I was like, oh yeah, dude, she's going to journey off into the farthest reaches of Colombia to find Bruno. You know, we don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a good song. Yeah.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, man. But like, and then like, she didn't do that, you know? And it's like, I like this for the same reason why I was annoyed. I was so pleased. It's like, oh, I like that you threw it around and like she's not going anywhere. It's because Bruno was in the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like,
man, when he first appeared, I was like, oh shit!
Dude, I thought this was just some little segue for her to get out of the house. Like she like whatever she stumbles upon that leads her into the fucking walls of Casita. I thought she's gonna find a clue that led to the whereabouts of Bruno.
Yeah.
In faraway lands or some shit, or up in the mountains. You know, he got his own tower far away from everybody. But no, she fucking straight up fucking stumbles across the motherfucker. You know,
living in the walls.
You know that's John Leguizamo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking! I didn't know it while I was watching the movie.
Oh no.
I found that like I started to recognize his voice, and I was like, oh, like. Is that John Leguizamo? And I googled it, and I was like, it fucking is.
It fucking is.
And the dude who voices the voice of her father is Fez from that '70s show. Yeah, it's fucking cast and shit, man.
Damn.
Oh, dude, and fucking, and then like, dude, the whole what is it? Surface Pressure. That song.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God, like, I think I'm wrong about this. I don't think it was supposed to be on purpose, but like. All I hear is just falling in reverse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, do you remember how falling in reverse sounds?
Yes.
It's like a Disney version of falling in reverse.
I guess so.
It fucking is, dude. Just like, I don't know if I ain't really like done the research. Like, after thinking this, I haven't really looked up some falling in reverse to see if I'm right.
You know what it sounded like?
But it's like I might be saying the wrong band, but it was that fucking emo era, that whole fucking.
But it did. There was like, for some reason, every time I go to sing that song, I sing a song from Repo Genetic Opera, where the Sagro, whatever his name is, the brothers, when they're singing, they're like, "I'm the smartest. I'm the cleverest. I find a hole and I fuck it." I try to. I make a hole and I fuck
it. There's only so many tempos out there, and it's very similar. But and that goes back to why I reached back to like mid 2000s emo.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know where she's like, dude, I can't even like I don't even remember the lyrics and shit. But when she like blows up into the chorus and shit. And there's some bridges too, where it's just like, just hearing emo. Yeah?
Well, she's being emotional.
Well, I know exactly. No, dude, I swear, I think I'm right about the falling. Like again, I might maybe this is why I haven't done it because I may like look up some falling in reverse and be like, well, no, that's not. If it isn't falling in reverse, I don't know who the fuck it is, and I didn't want to look up falling in reverse and be like, no, that sounds nothing like that. But then I don't know who the fuck in my fucking nostalgia that does sound like. I think it's falling in reverse. Yeah. Because the way she's just like, it's kind of like yelling the fucking, like rap yelling the, because falling in reverse had like, there was like hip hop elements in Under Pressure.
Yes.
And falling in reverse it's like, look, I'm gonna incorporate rap in the emo. This is gonna happen whether you like it or not. So and I think that's what I'm. Again, like you said, she's being emotional, and she's like yell rapping with an emo whine, and that sounds pretty much like falling in reverse. You know?
Oh man, Encanto, pretty crazy. Oh, what are your thoughts on the first 2 episodes of
Yes.
Book of Boba Fett?
Second one had me drawn into the series more than the first, and that's a complaint on the first. Like if you have a first episode and the first episode doesn't make you feel like holy fuck I need more now, then you drop the ball.
Oh my!
And the first episode did not. It's like I almost can't even tell you what was wrong with it, other than the fact that I was just like meh when it was done. I think it was just like more Boba Fett for fan service.
Yeah. Well, what's weird about this series is that they're obviously showing. They seem to be showing a lot more time to before he meets the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, the time between him getting out the Starlight Pit. Oh, I almost didn't like that. It's like they want to have their cake and eat it too. You choose a timeline, buddy.
Yeah, because when they showed him,
you're having flashbacks while he's asleep.
When they showed his current,
you're dividing this series.
When they showed his current timeline, it was like 10 minutes or 5 minutes of
right after the last Mandalorian episode. You mean like?
No, I'm saying even the second episode. The
second
episode was literally 5 minutes of current timeline of current storyline.
I mean, a huge chunk of the episode was a flashback, and that's just it. It's just like. Dude, like, you're splitting me too much. That was one thing I didn't like about the Inheritance Aragon series.
Really?
And it's because like there'd be chapters upon chapters, and it's just reading Aragon's story. And he had a brother. I'm forgetting his name, but you turn the page and it'd be a new chapter, and it'd be from the brother's perspective. And it's like the brother's great, Ronan or something like that. Ron? No. The brother's great, and it's like if you once you get a couple pages into the brother story, you're like, oh yeah, the brother's great. I'm no longer upset. But like you read like 3 chapters of Aragon, and you turn the page, and it's like, all right, this chapter's a different perspective, halfway across the continent from his brother's about his brother's story. Yeah. And I was like, I have half the mind to skip the chapters to her back to Aragon. I don't give a fuck. And dude, it's the same shit, dude. It's just like, but you get mad. Oh my god, this is going on with Boba Fett. I'm so intertwined. I'm so invested. And they stop and they go to a fast flashback, and I'm
on the same note, though, the flashbacks are where all the action is, kind of. So.
That's just because they couldn't choose one.
Yeah, I guess.
And I think there's like little story to tell. With they could have made this again. They didn't know.
Is that girl? Are they going to show how they met? Is that what this is leading to, or is that?
I thought that happened in Mandalorian.
The meeting?
Yeah, the chick that's like his fucking number 2.
Yeah. They already knew each other, I thought.
Yeah, in Mandalorian.
They already knew each other.
Oh, like when they meet Mandalorian, they've already knew each other?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think...
Right?
I think they're going to have lots of fun with catching up from the moment he gets out the Snorlax pit to the moment you see him in Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I mean, in Mandalorian.
At some point, he's got to find out.
Dude, they're not gonna. They can't. At this point, never seen Disney display really bad writing, so I know they'll do this because you can't give them. Just even at this point, the more you give them, the more you have to give them on the backstory of what happened between the moment he got out the Snorlax pit and the moment he shows up in the Mandalorian. You can't give them. You can give them 10% of the story. But it's I swear to God, the second you give them 11% of the story, now you got to give them 100% of the story. Right. You give them 11 to 90, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
You can't stop here, you can't stop there, you can't stop there. You could have stopped here, but you didn't. So now you got to go all the way up to the moment
Where do these slug people come from?
Fuck, which ones are the slug people?
No, what is it? What would you consider them? The Hutts.
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe it might even be answered. Because it was like a given that they exist and that they're a crime syndicate.
Yeah.
And this and that.
The
and,
twins.
and all Star Wars, they're just the Hutts.
Yeah, the Hutts.
But,
and why does he need permission to kill the Hutts?
oh, they're definitely going to get into that.
Because remember he said, he goes, oh, we need permission. We needed permission to kill the Hutts.
Yeah, and Darth, before that...
Leia didn't need permission.
It'd be...
No, I just...
well, before that, like, that was easy to answer because of, like, what Darth Maul did and all his exploits and how much he took over. Like, the Hutts answered to Darth Maul and shit. No, the Hutts answered to that chick that was in, the Hutts answered to, they had a name, the Crimson Dawn.
Okay.
That sounds very Skyrim.
Is that who the assassins were?
I don't know.
Who's the assassins?
I can't remember if Crimson Dawn's from Skyrim or Star Wars.
What's the assassins' names
I
again?
think it's Star Wars.
What were the assassins?
The Crimson Dawn. Oh, no, they're just the casino people.
What?
That was their official name.
No.
What do you call your assassin group?
No, the assassins that the Hutts sent to kill Boba Fett. But they said it was the mayor that sent them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. No, like, oh, wait, no, it was just one of their theories that the casino sent them. And that theory evolved to the mayor sent them. Well, I don't know who they are.
But then the
casino staff.
The casino said that the Hutts sent them.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about? What's your thoughts about the mayor? What is he again? What is that creature? Wasn't he in like a?
Like I've heard the name over and over, but I'm not such a Star Wars geek that it got lodged in the memory.
I feel like
races that is a race.
I feel like the Star Wars series are, if they're doing anything, it's showing other variants of
already done shit
of already known creatures. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a baby Yoda.
We're gonna have. Well, all right. Well, there's certain mythology,
which is kind of cool. It's cool to see other.
Well, it is, and also especially because this is after Yoda died. Well, like there was this one mythology, and it's like I swear, like something like George Lucas confirmed this at first, and then like wanted to go in other directions, so then he denied it.
Yeah.
But it's like it was believed at first that there was only whatever Yoda's race is, there was only one of them at a time. But then he wanted Yoda to exist in a female version of them to exist at the same time on the council.
Yeah.
Council, and that switched. But I swear, prior to that, like this, no one pulled this out of thin air. They got it out of some George Lucas based fucking knowledge, you know. And that was that the race is literally a conjugation of midichlorians that create a human being.
Oh wow!
But it's like basically you're born of the Force. And it takes you dying for someone else of your species to be made of the Force.
Is that the first time you've seen a translator in Star Wars? Like a character have a translator device?
I think so.
That was interesting.
Because they all know basic, which is English.
Yeah.
In the Star Wars.
I just thought that was interesting that the mayor has a He's like,
well, that's a little more realistic because it's like I swear that they knew basic or they gave you subtitles, you know?
Yeah.
And that's more in-world explanation to how these people communicate with each other, you know?
Let's talk about the lizard crawling in Boba Fett's nose in an ayahuasca trip. He had a fucking ayahuasca trip with a lizard.
Well, that was cool. It was like weird that they went with like, it's a living organism giving you a trip. And he's gone or some shit after
I thought it was weird that it was just a fucking standard looking lizard.
Yeah.
Like usually it's a slug or something.
Yeah, just some space slug.
Yeah,
you know?
Space fucking worm. Like some kind of fucking...
Well, I guess they didn't... Like, they got a lot of this... a lot of the culture of the Sand People has been because of the dude who plays Boba Fett. It's like his idea. And it's like the Sand People virtually had no culture besides what you've seen on screen, which is just them going and attacking. You know? Like they had no culture. So like the idea started being played around with like what if we explored what the Sand People. They are people. They're not mindless beasts. So what is the culture of the Sand People?
Yeah.
And then that became the culture of like the Indonesian people of New Zealand. You know, and that's where the dude who plays Boba Fett and Jango Fett and Every Clone. That guy, you know, that's where he comes from, and he knows a lot about his ancestors and their shit. So, like, there's a significantly large amount of Indonesian, New Zealand culture displayed in the Sand People.
Yeah. I like how one of the Sand People were like, there's many tribes and some only know violence.
Yeah,
you know,
and that almost explains why he's sitting down having a conversation with these tribes. While every other tribe that you ever seen is kill you on sight.
Yeah.
It's like Skyrim with vampires.
It's like, yeah, we were once like that, but then fucking Anakin Skywalker came to our house and murdered us, cut our heads off.
Yeah. Oh, that was the Sand People, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
He slaughtered. I killed them. I killed their children too. I killed them.
There's a meme about like Anakin is like Obi-Wan telling Padme is like Anakin killed all the younglings, every single one. She's like, it's like the Sand People all over again. And then Obi-Wan says, what? And then Padme says, what?
It's like the Sand People. He just murdering motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Man, a lot of stuff. At some point, at some point in the near future, we're probably gonna look at like a lot of the upcoming films in 2022. This is just a little.
There's some good ones.
Yeah.
And the people say like there, and again, there's like memes about it and posts about it, like, oh, 2022 is such a good year for cinema. And I was like, every year is a good year for cinema. Where have you been? Fuck, 2019 wasn't even that dragging. And there's a fucking pandemic going on.
So I think our next episode will be either it really depends on if I can go and like watch some movies. But basically our next two episodes are rating our top 10 movies of last year. Mm-hmm. And then also and then the next episode would be the most I
think 2021
the movies we're looking forward to.
Great year for movies, man. Good fucking movies come out.
Because obviously February starts,
and it was the end, dude. And again, we'll get into this more next episode. But felt like there's not a lot of gems I recall from early 2021, and there's like a fuckload of gems right there. At the end,
yeah. Oh my goodness. So a lot of stuff to do. And obviously February, I believe, I guess. The end of January and then February kicks off the road to Potomania, which is always fun, talking about wrestling until WrestleMania comes out. And so, fun stuff. So, some movie talk coming up, and then road to Potomania, and then just back to traditional life.
And always all the beer talk you want to hear in between.
So, what do you think about this Weizenbach?
It's fucking great, bro.
Tusenskona Volkermort.
You know what? Because I don't want to be biased because you made it. And it's made by Opinions and Beer. And it's like, I give it 10 out of 10 because I'm biased.
Oh, yeah?
I want to give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
And that's because it's like almost too good. It's too sweet. It's too great.
Yeah, it's almost too sweet.
It's too beveragey. It's just like, doesn't hit you in the face like a beer should. Like a strong, good, fucking non-mass-produced craft beer should.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit sweet. It's on the sweet side, of definitely.
You show that in any major company, they're gonna want to shit it out in millions.
Because see what I did. So the mash.
Too good, bro.
This was actually the hardest beer I've made because the mash process took almost 2 hours, which usually mash is only like an hour, so it took double.
That's the one you gotta keep checking on over and over.
Yeah, I had to mash it at a low temp, and then I had to crank up the temp a little bit. Then mash it for 45 minutes. Then crank it up, mash it for 30 minutes. Crank it up, mash it for another 15 minutes. Then lift it. Then I gotta set. Then you have to boil it for 60 minutes and all that stuff. And at the very end, I added a pound of honey, And then on top of that, I added honey to the fermenter. I drizzled the last little sprinkles of honey into the fermenter. So I wanted to sit on honey. The honey was boiled into the batch. So there's so much honey in this fucking beer.
Dude, it's a fucking... Did you ever hear fucking with chemistry? That's what you're doing. Really? Like, you're a fucking alchemist with the beer.
That's what I have to be.
Dude, like, doing beer is like... I think it literally is alchemy.
Probably.
Like, got the fucking dictionary definition.
Oh, this is also our first dry yeast. I've used liquid yeast on every beer. This is the first beer I've used dry yeast, and I really don't seem to get any much different. However, I used a neutral dry yeast, so it's not supposed to create any flavor. So everything in this beer is supposed to be.
That's probably why you taste the honey so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Crazy.
It's fucking mind blowing, man. Like, again, it's science. It's fucking chemistry. It's fucking alchemy.
Fucking alchemy.
All those three words I said. None of them are untrue or false. It's literally science. It's literally chemistry. And it's in that fucking weird little niche where it's like, that might also be alchemy too.
Well, that's just your opinion.
No, I just fucking said it's facts, goddammit. No.
And that's
except
fine.
for the alchemy part, that is my opinion.
Because all we have here are opinions and
alchemy.
Beer.
We are a million and billion to the right for more.